Good afternoon, Todd Butterfield, WyckoffSMI.com, LearnCrypto.io. For this week's Week in Review for May 18th, 2025. Hadn't been on here in a couple of weeks because I was giving updates at our stock Discord and also at our crypto Discord at patreon.com/learncrypto. So I'll explain that a little bit more here. You got to get there if you want even better updates. But I'd mentioned here a couple of weeks ago that sentiment was really bearish on stocks, and that normally means we can't go lower. We got to rally. That's been the case. This is the Wyckoff wave in front of us. It's only 10 issues. We are back at highs here, as you can see. Major recovery off the lows. We've had some strength in some of the individual issues. So I'm hard pressed here. It looks like we just had a correction in the bull market in these type of Dow type stocks. So we are overbought at 52 going into Friday's close. So again, I still think the upside is limited here, but let's look at some of the other indices. Wyckoff Wave New Index, you can see a little more underperformance with Tesla and Amazon. Some of these Amgen not doing as well. So this here still looks like some distribution going on. Wyckoff Wave Growth Index. Again, back at the highs like the Wyckoff Wave Index. You've had some strength in Netflix. Apple's bounced back a lot, etc. But again, no real sell signal here on stocks. SPY, same type of thing. We're back near the highs, but we're about 5% off the highs. Volume not strong here, but we did get the OP to go to new highs. So again, nothing exciting. But here was the I think the fly in the ointment, as reported by Schaefer's Research, and I reported it on May 6th. The put-call ratio you can see here, when it's up at these peaks, then normally that's a low in the blue, which is the S&P. So as of the 6th, we were still showing major negative sentiment, which if that unwinds, it has to take stocks higher. And that is basically, I think, what's been happening is we continue to subdivide higher, because we've got to get the bears to cover positions, and we've got to get new longs here. So it looks like really still the stocks continue to work higher. It's probably in the weeks ahead. So we're going to continue to look for higher on stocks. If we go to the EEM, that's an area where I did the video there a few weeks ago. I think emerging markets leads this rally with Bitcoin following. So if you're long EEM, I'd stay long. I'd be a buyer of dips. We look for that to be a multi-year trade. TLT, I had mentioned a rally up to 90, 91. I'd want to be short. I don't think it will get there now, but I think the TLT is headed lower. I think interest rates are headed higher. So we're looking for places to be short. Crude, still not looking well. No strong bounces off the bottom. XLE is bouncing some with stocks in general, but here I'm going to stand aside. Gold, I talked about still some type of top being made. We have what looks like just a nice little bull flag ABC correction. I was short this in my mutual fund strategy. I did cover on Wednesday on the low here. So again, I think maybe some downside, but I'm just not sure on metals. They could still be in a bull market. So I'm going to wait for some type of good setup before I re-enter the market there. The dollar, I think, is making a low. I've been bearish down to that 97 or so level. We didn't really reach there, but we got extremely close. So we are overbought here, so maybe a pullback. But I think probably the dollar is going to work higher from here. Bitcoin's had a ton of action. You can see here our Elliott wave counts, which we use some on the crypto. But more importantly, we follow the Wyckoff indicators at the bottom. We did have a sell there on the overbought technometer at 50. That was up at... we had 1047. We updated that on Twitter that our technometer was overbought. On our long positions that we'd established down here at 83.1 and also mentioned on the video at 77.9, we recommended selling those at 103.1. And we're sitting right here 104.3 currently. So I was looking for some type of pullback, but you can see here that technometer came back to 42. 38's oversold, so it has came off a lot. We're not really extreme overbought. I did give an update on over the weekend. Let me see if I can bring that up We had a triangle on Bitcoin here. You can see here this triangle. I'm not going to switch charts here, but it was on really the 15-minute chart. You can see here we had a triangle. We had volume going to new lows down here while price is triangulating. That would show us it was going to go to another new high in this fifth wave. And possibly we already accomplished that earlier today. So we still could have an ABC correction in front of us. I think if you're looking at Elliott wave, then possibly we might be looking more at something like this, where the fifth wave extended. We still have risk. I've been talking down to that 93,000 level. I think that is the most downside that we could get. But I am still looking for that, especially if today's high stays intact. And I think we still got an ABC pullback. But if we get a sell-off in Bitcoin and some of these alts, these technometers are going to come down, I'm sure, to oversold and tell us to be back long. Again, I think emerging markets leads us higher for the next few years. And Bitcoin, as I mentioned in my video, follows emerging markets, I think, better than anything. So I think Bitcoin could still be the place to be as we move forward here the rest of the year. If you're looking for more timely updates on crypto, you want to go to patreon.com/learncrypto. And we do have a free area there where we do update some things. But if you pay $40 a month, you're going to get our updates there real time. And on stocks, if you're interested in just stocks, go to wyckoffsmi.com, go up to the store, come down to Pro Trader Stock Discord. And again, join the server. It is free. You will get some updates there, quite a bit of information. And then if you really want trades and more detailed information, then you can join there as well. But there's a free area there to get some of my journal comments if that's what you'd like. Thank you. Have a great week trading.